My dear sisters, let me ask you something. When did being kind start meaning being weak? When did adjusting become your full-time job? And when did loving others require you to forget yourself? My dear sisters, close your eyes for a moment and ask yourself, when did you start believing that being nice means saying yes to everything? When did caring for others become more important than caring for yourself? Somewhere between trying to please everyone and trying to avoid conflict, you slowly began to disappear. There is nothing wrong with being gentle. In fact, gentleness is beautiful. But gentleness without strength becomes helplessness, and helplessness slowly turns into resentment. You smile outside, but inside you feel unheard. You agree outside, but inside you feel exhausted. And one day you look in the mirror and wonder, where did I go? You were not born to shrink yourself so others can feel taller. You were not created to dim your light so others can shine. Strength is not about becoming rude. Strength is about becoming rooted. A tree with deep roots does not argue with the wind. It simply stands firm. Be that tree. Many women confuse sacrifice with love, but sacrifice without respect is self-destruction. Love should add to your life, not erase you from it. If every relationship demands that you stay silent to keep peace, then it is not peace, it is suppression. Let me tell you something very simple. The day you start respecting your own time, others will stop wasting it. The day you start valuing your own emotions, others will stop playing with them. The world does not treat you the way you deserve, it treats you the way you allow. Confidence is not loud. It does not need to prove itself. It is calm, it is steady. It is the quiet voice inside that says, I am enough. And once that voice becomes stronger than the noise around you, everything changes. You see, many times we wait for the world to validate us. We wait for appreciation. We wait for recognition. We wait for someone to say, you are strong, you are capable, you matter. But strength begins the day you stop waiting. If you constantly need reassurance, you will constantly feel unsure. If your happiness depends on someone else's mood, you will never feel stable. True confidence is emotional independence. It is the ability to say, even if no one claps for me, I will still move forward. Let me share something simple. Imagine you are holding a glass of water. It looks light, right? But if you hold it for 1 minute, it's fine. 10 minutes, manageable. 1 hour, painful. The weight didn't change. The time did. In the same way, small disrespect, small compromises, small silences, if carried for too long, become heavy. You don't need to carry what hurts you. Being strong doesn't mean you stop feeling. It means you stop allowing feelings to control your decisions. It means you think before reacting. It means you pause before responding. A strong woman does not explode. She evaluates. There is a beautiful power in boundaries. Boundaries are not walls to push people away. They are doors with locks. You decide who enters. You decide how long they stay. And you decide when it is time for them to leave. Sometimes you are afraid to say no because you don't want to disappoint others. But tell me, while protecting everyone else's feelings, who is protecting yours? You cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot inspire others while constantly feeling drained. Strength also comes from discipline. Waking up on time, keeping promises to yourself. Working on your goals even when no one is watching. Every small act of self-control builds self-respect, and self-respect builds confidence. Stop chasing approval. The more you chase, the more you feel behind. Instead, chase growth. Learn something new. Improve your skills. Take care of your health. Strength is not only emotional, it is physical, mental, and spiritual. And remember, you don't need to become aggressive to be powerful. Calmness is powerful. Silence is powerful. Walking away is powerful. When you stop reacting to everything, you start controlling your life. There will be people who are uncomfortable with your growth. They liked you when you were quiet. They liked you when you were unsure. But when you stand tall, they may feel threatened. That is not your problem. Growth sometimes makes others uncomfortable. You deserve a life where you are respected, not tolerated. You deserve relationships where you are valued, not used. And you deserve to look at yourself with pride, not regret. So stand firm, speak clearly, walk confidently, be kind, but never be weak, be loving, but never lose yourself. And always remember, strength is not about changing who you are. It is about finally becoming who you were meant to be. Oh, becoming who you were meant to be. And that journey, my dear sisters, is not about fighting the world. It is about mastering yourself. Many times you think strength means proving something to others. Proving you are capable. Proving you are independent. Proving you are worthy. But the strongest person in the room is not the one proving. It is the one who knows. When you truly know your worth, you stop arguing with people who misunderstand you. You stop explaining yourself to those committed to misjudging you. You stop overextending yourself for those who give you the bare minimum. Let me ask you something very honest. How many times have you said, "It's okay," when it was not okay? How many times have you laughed to avoid confrontation? How many times have you tolerated behavior that disturbed your peace, just to avoid being called difficult? Peace that requires you to shrink is not peace. It is pressure. You were not born to carry everyone's emotional baggage. You were not born to fix every broken person. You are responsible for your growth, not for repairing those who refuse to change. There is a silent power in walking away, not in anger, not in drama, but in clarity. When you walk away calmly, you send a message. I value myself too much to stay where I am not respected. Strength is also about discipline in your thoughts. If you constantly tell yourself, "I am not enough," your actions will reflect that belief. But if you begin to tell yourself, "I deserve better," slowly your behavior will align with that truth. Start with small changes. Speak clearly. Maintain eye contact. Keep your promises to yourself. If you say you will wake up early, wake up. If you say you will exercise, do it. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, your confidence grows. Do not mistake attention for affection. Do not mistake dependency for love. And do not mistake silence for maturity. Sometimes speaking up is the most mature thing you can do. The world respects those who respect themselves. If you compromise your standards repeatedly, people will assume you have none. Standards are not arrogance. They are self-awareness. And remember, strength does not mean you will never cry. It means you will cry, wipe your tears, and still move forward. It means you will fall, but you will not stay on the ground. There will be moments when you doubt yourself. Moments when you feel alone. Moments when the old version of you wants to come back. The one who tolerated less than she deserved. In those moments, pause and remind yourself why you started this journey. You are not becoming cold. You are becoming clear. You are not becoming rude. You are becoming real. You are not becoming selfish. You are becoming self-aware. And when a woman becomes self-aware, she becomes unstoppable. Walk into every room knowing you belong there. Speak with calm authority. Love with wisdom. Forgive with boundaries. And live with dignity. Because the strongest version of you is not the loudest. She is the most aligned with her values. And the day you choose yourself without guilt, that is the day your true power begins.